Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. These are my favorite videos to make. It is day 1 of classroom setup. It is August 10th and I am finally allowed back in my classroom. If you follow me on Instagram, you heard that our principals and administrators set up all of our rooms the way that they think they need to be set up for the kids to be spaced out and everything. And we're not allowed to move any furniture unless there's something that we really need. We can like ask or request it. So I'm very nervous to get up there and see my room and what it looks like. But I thought I would just tell you guys what's happening, and then when I get there, I will show you what it looks like when I walk in. Okay, I just got in here, and I kind of want to cry because it just looks so different, but we're going to stay positive and just go with the flow. But they took out all my tables and put in little desks, and I guess this is how it's going to have to stay. I'll show you guys what it looks like, but obviously all the stuff like against the walls and this kidney table over here will have to go. But yeah, I don't really know what to think right now. So these are the desks that they put in, and obviously they're spread out and they take up pretty much the whole classroom. So my carpet used to be over there and I'll have to take that home. And then this used to be like my makerspace area, which they moved all that stuff. And then I used to have like my kidney table back there as my desk, but they put it up here. So I think this is where I'm gonna have to like teach from this year. And it kind of makes sense because like the whiteboard's right there and it's like away from everybody. But yeah, this just totally stinks. It's like not inviting at all, and all the kids are just spread out everywhere. It makes it seem so small. There's no fun spaces. I swear the rest of this vlog is gonna be happy, but it just makes me really sad because I just built these tables last year. Well, actually in March, so the kids didn't even get to use them yet. They're whiteboard tables. I spent a lot of money on them. Spent a lot of money on those stools that go with them, and now I have to take them home and the kids won't even get to use them. So that's very sad. And all the money I've spent on those stem bins over time. The kids aren't even gonna get to use them this year, and that stinks. Those are one of their favorite things to do. Okay, I'm done having a pity party and I'm gonna get started. The first thing I do every year is just cover this board with a list of everything that needs to get done, and then as I go through, you know, and do more things, I always add more stuff up here, and then it just helps me keep my ideas in one place. So first thing I'm gonna do is a big old brain dump right here. I just made my list, and honestly, I feel like a lot of the stuff I have to do to like make it look like a classroom again is take a ton of stuff home. Like over here, I have some lacrosse sticks that need to go home. All my flexible seating needs to go home, which is super sad, but like all these crate seats, extra tables over here. Those little like lap desk things, can't use those. My bench, my carpet, those stools back here. So pretty much I just need to take a ton of stuff home, and that'll make it feel a little bit bigger and more spacious, but I don't really know what to do today. I got this dry erase board, I guess not board, but dry erase calendar from Dollar Tree. It's really big. I'm not sure if it'll actually be dry erase because it's from Dollar Tree, but I'm thinking about putting it on the wall back there. But now my teacher desk is up here, so like, but I don't want to take up the only bulletin board I have over there. So I might just try and stick it on the wall and see what happens. I just came over here, and if you remember my closing down my classroom vlog, you remember the mouse. I totally forgot about him, honestly. Hope he's not in there, but I haven't seen him yet, so that's good. That's good news. Hopefully no mice in the classroom this year. So last year I had these table caddies on the middle of each table. Obviously these had little crayons in them, and then it had like pencils and glue sticks, but we cannot use these this year. So these are pretty beat up. I don't want to throw them away, but I might just stack them in my closet. Also, this made me laugh. I was like, what in the world? But our janitor is super cute, and he always goes to like these little Amish country, Amish land stores, and he always brings me something back. So I feel like this is his way of putting that there, but it kind of looks like I was like drinking alcohol when I was setting up my classroom. On my desk here is a big pile of like anchor charts and posters and just different things I use for room transformations. And last year they all went behind that cabinet back there and it was a mess because they stuck out and it really bothered me. But this year, with my new little setup over here, I think they should fit perfectly like behind here. They might stick out a little bit that way, but for the most part they should be behind the bookshelf and I can kind of like have easy access to them because this bookshelf is super light and I can just move them. So I'm gonna stick all this back there and it will at least clear off this table for me to make a different mess on. RIP to the prettiest anchor chart that I've ever made, thanks to Kelsey on Instagram. I just traced it, but it's still the prettiest one I've ever made, and it just got ripped. Next on the list is to just kind of see what I have up here, honestly, and start moving things around. I'm sure they will get moved 1,000 more times because I don't know like what I want on each shelf yet, and I have to be very strategic about it because I'm supposed to stay in this little corner of the classroom all day. I'm not supposed to walk around to the kids. So like if I need something over there, I'm not supposed to get it. Everything needs to be right here. So last year I tried to help my kids remember their passwords by using these little like paint chips. I just laminated them, wrote in Sharpie, and it had like all their logins for everything. But the amount of times that they lost them was insane. I just had them like Velcroed up here on the wall so they could like come get it when they need it and then put it back. But they would like take them with them, they'd be all over the ground. So if you have a good way to like help kids remember their passwords or like write it on something like this that they won't use, please comment below and save my life. So teacher tip, when you're cleaning up your classroom and you're taking down all the things that the kids gave you that year, like notes that they wrote you or pictures that they drew you, if there's like really cute ones that mean something to you, keep them and then hang them up the next year or just keep them in a cute place, because I just found these over there in a pile and I was like, oh, that's so cute. But then I actually sat down to read them and it kind of reminds you like why you're here. Not to build a cute classroom or to have cute bulletin boards, but like to actually make an impact on these kids. And this one is so funny because it's like literally on the back of a scrap piece of paper, but he wrote, "You have been the best teacher in my life." And then at the bottom down here, he wrote, "And you are the funniest teacher." And then he crossed it out. It's so funny, but this is from Dion, who was the ring bearer in our wedding, and we pick him up all the time still and go out to dinner with him. So that makes me laugh. And then this one's also from him. It says, "I will miss you on holiday break, so I'm making you a note so you don't miss me." And then he drew us in little snowman people. And then there's just a ton of other ones from kids that I've had over the years, or from my favorite staff co-workers. This is from my friend Rebecca. Oh, so cute. And then like little class pictures and fun things that we've done over the years. It truly does remind you why you became a teacher. It kind of looks like more of a mess now, but I swear I'm making progress. So over here is my pile of things to take home. I've been filling up these little trash cans and recycling bins. I've been moving things here and there. I'm gonna take all my crate seats home. And then back here, I moved my little stem bins back here because they probably won't be used this year. But also I need to spray paint this white because it's driving me crazy. So I'll probably buy some spray paint and bring that in tomorrow and get that spray painted because I just don't like the gross wood look. I also moved all my wobble stools over here. Obviously kids will probably not be sitting at this table, especially not like that close to each other. So I don't really know what else to do with them. I don't want to take them home, so I'm just gonna leave them under there because it's kind of like pushed away. And then I put out my little teacher chair. Not sure if I'll be allowed to sit in it, but I feel like it's pretty far away. And sometimes I'm gonna have to hook my computer up over there. Unless they give me another cord, it's not gonna reach all the way over here. That would be sweet. So I might have to hit up the tech guy, but as of right now, last year I had to like sit at a table right there and stand right there. I also hung my curtain back up, except for Womp. It kind of fell off the wall up there, so I need to get a new command hook for that. That lasted for 2 years. I'm shocked. 2 whole school years those stayed up there, and it just fell. So this little guy here was a rolly cart. It used to have 3 shelves. I don't know where the middle one went, but last year it just held my clipboards and then like the shared supplies that were kind of left over. But obviously these are no longer a thing, so I'm gonna throw both of these away, and then I'm gonna turn this cart into like my little rolly cart that I'm gonna take room to room, because this year my homeroom will stay in this classroom all day. So I'll teach them in the morning, and then in the afternoon I will wheel this little bad boy with anything I need for the whole afternoon over to Rachel's room, and then she'll come in here and teach these kids. So I'm thinking about getting a new one just because that 3rd shelf would probably be helpful. But also I saw at IKEA that you can get like little things that hang on here, and I don't know how much I'll be wheeling back and forth because they're pretty much doing everything on their Chromebooks. So I don't know, but if you have any suggestions on what I should put in my cart, let me know in the comments, and I will show you guys when this is all finished. You always find the weirdest things when you're cleaning up, like, what? So during quarantine, when they officially decided school wasn't coming back, I went through and I cleaned all this out, and it looks so good, and I kind of forgot I did it. At the time, Rachel made fun of me, and she's like, "You're so extra, blah, blah, blah." But I'm so glad I did it because I just opened it up and it was like angels singing. It's so clean and organized. This side, not so much, but I know where everything is. So this is my big pile of stuff I need to take home or throw away, or stuff that Rachel had in my car and she needs to come get. And then this part's looking a little bit better now. At least that's cleaned off, and I moved some things around back there on the bookshelf. This side's getting a little bit clean. I think I'm gonna put some book bins up here maybe. I don't know, because they can't even read the books, or they can only read the same books over and over. I don't know. And then over here, I cleaned everything off of there and started putting it away. I still want to move those 2 bookshelves to the front once I get rid of all that stuff. I need to take those tables home. But overall, I feel like I did a lot of furniture moving today. And then once I get all the furniture to where it needs to go, then a lot of the stuff on this list is like doing the bulletin boards and name tags and stuff like that. So I can get that done once everything else is moved.